3 basic money skills that will change your life. Guys, this time I thought I'd give you 3 simple steps. These 3 simple principles are what I apply to my life from being absolutely broke, like literally cooking noodles in a burger van and trying to make ends meet and not even being able to afford the next month's rent, okay? So I want you to pay close attention with this. These strategies are very, very simple, but it's very, very effective. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. What's up guys, this is Eric Ho here, international speaker and entrepreneur, and in this video I want to break down for you the 3 basic principles to do with money. If you understand this and you use this, your life will change, okay? So it's very simple, and I always say simple but not easy. What does that mean? It means that when you look at it, it's very, very simple principle, but when it's using it, it's not so easy because there's a lot of mindset that might block you from doing it, okay? The first thing is to understand that money is purely for an exchange of value. What does this mean? Think about it this way, okay? If I was to ask you a question, I say, how many of you get paid for your time? Think about that for a second. Those of you who are watching this video right now, how many of you actually get paid for your time? For those of you who think, yes, I get paid for my time, then my answer to you, and I want you to pattern interrupt yourself to do a cognitive reframe to understand that none of us get paid for time. Right? How do I understand that? Very simple. You don't believe me? Okay, go home, sit there, look at your watch time go by, open up your internet banking and see if your money goes up while time's going by. Just sit at home and look at it. If it's not going up, then I can almost guarantee you're not getting paid for time. So what are we getting paid for? We are getting paid for the value we add in the time. Now, why is this so important? If you want to increase your money, you want to increase your wealth, the reason why you haven't been so far is because you keep repeating the same pattern, the same principles, and it's not working out for you. Because at school, am I not right, that we don't learn about money? When in school did they teach us how to become financially free? They never teach us this stuff. So if we start understanding this, it shifts our whole concept. Think about it. The average person out there right now, when they think about making more money, what do? They think, oh, I really need to make more money right now. They think, okay, let's find a part-time job. Let's get another job. Let's try to sell something. They always try to find more jobs and try to work more, try to work overtime. What does this mean? Most people, they're exchanging their time for money. They're trying to exchange more time for money. But if you keep thinking that you exchange your time for money, you can never be wealthy. Why? Very simple. We all have 24 hours. So let's say, for example, those of you who are hustling like 12 hours, you can only go, okay, 15 hours and try to sleep less. But there's a cap there, right? And if there's a cap there, there's a cap to your income, the money you can produce. So instead of thinking that way, empty the mind. Now think differently. Think about how can you increase your value, become more valuable. When you do, then, right, you make more money. Because there is no cap to your value. Think about it. There's a cap to your time, but there's no cap to your value. Meaning that it's infinite. Right? And that's why a lot of the time I can go out there, I can, like, people will pay me like 10,000 pounds just for one day of coaching. Why? It's because I've increased my value. In the past, I need to cook a lot of noodles to make that money, right? And so now this is the difference. So if we look at the value side, the second thing is this thing here. Stop spending. What does this mean, right? If you think about it, the majority of people in this world, when they make money, what do? Spend money, right? When they make more money, what do? Spend more money. When they make more money, they spend more money. So what does that formula give you? I'm not so good at math. But how much money does that formula give you? It gives you 0. You're always there for 0. In fact, most of the nation, they are in minus. right? They're in minus. So what does that mean? It means that people spend more than they even bring in. The moment you stop spending, now what does this mean? Because you're thinking, oh, but Eric, like I got my house to pay and things to pay. Right. There's one thing, your necessities, we get it. Right? Now don't make excuses there and add a few more things to your necessities. But necessities, you're living, okay, get it. When we say stop spending, it means stop spending on liabilities. Now you know who you are, those of you who really like buying things. And you will give yourself the excuse, trust me. You'll explain to yourself why you really need this equipment, this thing, this whatever you want to buy right now. And you'll say, oh, you'll justify it. But really think about this. Is it actually an asset or a liability, the thing that you're purchasing? If it's a liability, then stop spending money on stupid shit. Is that clear enough for you? And then the final thing is this, right? Start what? Investing. Okay? Now you're thinking, okay, investing, what do you mean, Eric? Investing what? And some of you will be thinking, but Eric, I've only got a tiny bit of money. How can I invest? Right? Stop spending on liabilities. Start investing in assets. There's two types of assets we need to look at here. Your first asset, your number one asset is yourself. Right? When I invest in myself, when I invest in a coach, a mentor, when I invest in educational programs that will increase my value, my self-value, that is where I've been able to become more valuable because I was investing in, right? Mentors, coaches, programs to actually take myself onto the next level. Because that is your greatest investment. Why? Because you never lose it. Right? If I invest in this asset, I never lose it. It's always going to be with me. When 10 years ago, I couldn't speak. I was like the shyest kid you could ever meet. 10 years later, I'm speaking on all the biggest platforms with people like Richard Branson. And people think, how do you do that? Very simple. I invested in myself, increased my value, and that's how I'm able to do what I do today. So invest in yourself. That's number one. The second thing, invest in vehicles. Invest in a system. Invest in businesses, vehicles that take you to where you want to be. So always understand, number one, increase your value. You don't get paid for time. Instead, understand you get paid for value. Increase your value. Number two, stop spending money on stupid shit. Now you know what the stupid shit is. Number three, start investing in assets. Number one, starting from yourself. Invest in yourself. Then invest in vehicles to take you to where you want to be. Guys, if this video has been of any use to you whatsoever, please do hit the thumbs up. Also, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. It's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos full of business, spirituality, positivity, motivation, and even just traveling and entertainment. If you guys are up for that, be inspired, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, because this year I'm dedicated to doing this every single day to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, signing out. Ciao.